Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our dear sister, and the message that she sent to me reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? So, my brother, I feel like I do not deserve the grace that God showed me. So, my brother, when I was still very young, I was someone that was really naughty. I gave birth to 5 kids. I have 5 kids, my brother, but I never thought that I was going to be able to give birth because of the things that I did. I have had so many abortions that I don't even know how many times that I had these abortions. So what happened is that when I was still very young, me and my brother, we used to play this kids game. In Shona, we call it Mahombwe, whereby you will be playing mommy and daddy until my brother started sleeping with me. He was abusing me, my brother. And the moment that he slept with me, then that desire was there for me to keep on sleeping with guys. So my brother, he then started dating my other friend, and he stopped sleeping with me and he ignored me completely. And I then started sleeping with some guys that were working for my father, those guys that will be looking after our livestock. So I kept on sleeping with them until I found out that I had fallen pregnant. So when I found out that I had fallen pregnant, my friend was the one who said to me, "You are pregnant." And I did not even know that I was pregnant. And I was really worried. I did not know what I was going to do with that pregnancy. She said that I should not worry. Her mother was a traditional healer, but she was not that type of a traditional healer whereby she would be using the spirits of her ancestors. She was just more of a herbalist. So my friend then told me that she had once fallen pregnant, and what she will do is that she will go into her mom's consultation room, then she will steal some herbs, and then she will drink those herbs and she will have an abortion. So I said, please, if you know these herbs and if you say that they work, can you go and steal them for me so that I can also drink them, because I don't want to keep this pregnancy. That is how it all started. So she came with the herbs and I drank the herbs. And after I had drank the herbs, then I started to bleed and I knew that I had a miscarriage. So me and my friends, because we were really naughty, when we found out that it was quite easy to do an abortion using these herbs that she was stealing for us, we went wild. I slept with so many guys that I don't even know how many guys that I have slept with. So after that, whenever I would sleep with a guy, if I would just miss my period, then my friend will steal the herbs and we will drink together. And we would always celebrate with each and every abortion. Then we would celebrate. It then happened that my father got a job in the city. And then we left the village and we came to the city. When we came to the city, then we started to go to this other church, a Pentecostal church. That is where I ended up meeting my husband. So when I met my husband, oh dear brother, this is what I did. So in this church, like when you start to date someone, when you are about to get married, the church elders, the women, they will take you, then they will do the virginity test on you. So I did not know that this is what was going to happen. So what I did, Brother Nash, is that after the woman had tested me, she then found out that I was not a virgin and my husband was still a virgin. So this church elder then said that she wanted to give me another chance because she saw that I was still very young, and she said that you might have made a mistake in the past and I don't want to punish you for that. So she lied to the other women that when she had tested me, she had found me to be a virgin. But she did not know that the simple mistake that she thought that I had done in the past, because I was very young, what she did not know was that in the past I had done so many abortions, so much that I was doubting myself if I was ever going to be able to give birth, because I might have done 20 or more abortions. So this woman then gave me a chance and lied to the rest of the church elders that I was still a virgin. My husband to be celebrated when he was told the news that the woman that he was about to get married to was still a virgin. It then happened that my mother said, we need to return back to the village before your wedding because some of our relatives could not afford to travel from the village to Harare. When we arrived in the village, I then went and I visited my friend. And this I did in secret because I did not want my mother to know that I had gone to the traditional healer's house. I went there and I spoke with my friend, but I was embarrassed to tell her mother the reason as to why I was at her place. When it was time for me to leave, that was when I asked my friend to ask her mother if there is any kind of a charm that can make you to become a virgin again. Because I was about to get married to my husband and he was going to sleep with me and he was going to find out that I was no longer a virgin. So she went and she spoke with her mother. Then her mother started to laugh and she said that, don't you know that once your virginity has been broken, there is nothing that you can do about it, but at least I can give you this other charm. Come, my child. So she then took me into a consultation room. We went into the consultation room. She then gave me some charms and she said, this charm, I want you to go and bath right now, but after you would have used this charm, I do not want you to return back to your mom because she's going to notice that I have given you this charm. So she took a cotton ball and she soaked it in water and she made me to lie down on the floor. And I removed my underwear. She then took that cotton ball that she had soaked in water. Then she started to push that cotton ball into my private parts. My brother, it was really painful and hot down there as if she was inserting some chili into my private parts. It was so painful. Throughout the night, I could not even sleep. The moment that I would try to lie down, the pain that I would feel down there, it was just too much. I was just standing throughout the whole night. In my private parts, it was really swollen because of the itchiness. The next morning when she woke up, she said, how are you, my child? And I said that I'm not okay. She said, go and bath. And when she said that I want you to go and bath, she said, when you are bathing, I want you to try and push one finger into your private parts, 1 finger, 2 fingers, and please come and tell me if you would have been able to push those fingers into your private parts. So I went to bath, and whilst I was bathing, as I was squatting, I then tried to push 1 finger into my private parts, but I was unable to do that. And I then returned back to her because like my private part was really swollen. It was like really big and closed up. So when I told her that I was unable to do that, she then said, yes, you are now okay. She then gave me more herbs that were going to make me bleed really fast the moment that my husband will insert his manhood into me. After she had given me the herbs, I then returned back to my mom's and we then returned back to Harare. My wedding day came and it was a really nice time. I then returned with my mom to Harare and my wedding day came. I really had a nice time. With my husband, we then went on our honeymoon. Then we started kissing and touching each other until he came on top of me. He struggled, my brother. He struggled really hard, and I pretended as if I was in pain because this is what my friend's mother had told me. She said that the moment that he comes on top of you, I want you to close your thighs just a little bit so that he can struggle to penetrate you. And that is what I did. Me and my husband, we fought, pretending as if I was in pain, as I had my thighs closed up. Finally, I felt him penetrating me. And when he felt that there was blood that was coming out, my husband celebrated and thanked God that he had married a woman who had kept her for him. My husband celebrated after he had penetrated me. He thanked God because he thought that all my life I had been keeping myself for him, But what he did not know is that I had used these charms. So even right now, my husband, he feels very proud because he thinks that when he met me, I was still a complete woman. But he does not know that this woman has had more than 20 abortions. So after my honeymoon, when I fell pregnant, when I gave birth to a baby girl, we tried again, and I gave birth again to a baby girl. Then I said, maybe God is punishing me. Then finally, I gave birth to a baby boy. So I just want to thank God because I do not deserve His mercy. Dear listeners, right there was a translation of a message that was sent to me by our dear sister. Strange things do happen in this world. pamapeto